Okay, when you're ready.
Okay, 2-2 draw at home to high-flying Brentford. Looked a really enjoyable game to play in. Weather was nice, big crowd, and the team actually looked like it was having fun.
We were, yeah, most definitely. It was great to have another good crowd down this week. Last week was good. This week was better. Really nice and loud, which helped us go through the whole game.
Okay, we got into the lead with another free kick goal from Ellie.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay, right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've got ahead of myself. I'm giving it a full Italian pronunciation.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
But I could well be wrong. so we are going to ask her about that as well. But it was kind of like the third game that she scored a goal like that.
She's on a hell of a run. Yeah. She, she's like fit into the team so well, hasn't she? She's commanding in the middle. And today, like, of all the performances, she's pulled out some unbelievable goals in the previous weeks. But I said to her at the end, like, her performance today was totally inspiring. Like, she just did not. She's everywhere, isn't she? She can do the long pass. She's got such a presence in the box. She's got such a presence defending corners, and just total pleasure to play alongside her today. She was unreal. Yeah.
I think it's 7 in 7.
Okay, she's on 7 in 7.
A real run.
Yeah.
There was one moment in the second half which, if it had gone in, the overhead kick.
Honestly, I've joked to her. I said to her, "You've done the however many headers. You've done the on the volley once or twice. You've done the free kick. You know what's next." And then when I saw her go out to do it, I thought, "No way."
Yeah, she connected really well with it, but it just wasn't on target. But wow, yeah, if that had gone in, wow.
So having got into the lead, then we then found ourselves behind, which didn't really feel particularly fair on the run of play. But what were your thoughts when those goals went in?
So their striker, Chloe, their number 9, is the top goal scorer in the league by some way. She was also last season as well.
Right.
But this season she's on like 43 goals,
right,
which is just a crazy ratio. It's something like 3 and a bit goals per game.
Right.
So we knew from the off that we needed to be really tight on her. And actually what you could see was how heavily they relied on her to score their goals. Because when she did get through a couple of times, there were goals.
Yeah.
So she was, she's a brilliant player. So we had to be really tight at the back, but essentially that's how we went behind. Both of them were from her. Okay. She's a very clinical striker. She's a really good player. So yeah, we were trying to take her out of the game as much as we could.
There have been a couple of instances recently where Benfica could be a good example of this, where we might not have got back into it, and today we did.
Yeah, as someone who was flagging a bit in the second half and maybe a little bit sloppy, and Jay made the sub, watching that last, 20-30 minutes from the side was like, I've never had so much energy again. I felt like I could go and play another 90 minutes. But it was amazing because you could see even that last goal, bringing on some subs with some energy, Lenny down the wing.
Yeah.
And like the fact that and Egley and everyone else in the middle didn't give up pressing, and actually that last goal came from the confidence to push on, and then obviously the finish was unreal as well.
Yeah.
And it's just that, and definitely today it was the energy you could hear the collective energy of the pitch, and that was a key part today, I think.
Good. Yeah, just a word for that finish. It was very, very composed and flew into the sort of angle.
Took it back to the FA Cup, actually.
Must blood vessel. We've had this kind of weird trend over the last few games where the second half we've not come out and we've been like a different team in the second half. Our first half has been great, and then the second half we've just dropped. And we were determined for that not to happen today, and it didn't. And when we got that equaliser, I think then everyone took it up another gear. So just how moments can change all the time.
It's crazy, the power of emotion, isn't it? And reviving energy, and it's really, really cool.
Yeah, and you could see, they'd been celebrating their goals quite exuberantly, but you could see also that it meant quite a lot to our team. Paul charging after Emily towards the scaffold was great to see.
Yeah.
We've got 2 games left in the season. They're both away, so this is the final home match away to. We were away to Hackney, and also we've got to play them again, which I'm sure they're looking forward to. That puts the close on the home games for this season. So I'm going to come to Verity because you're leaving at the end of the season. So
Not too late to
with bearing in mind we do still have 2 games left to play, but the last chance to play at the Dog, and we've got a new song for you as well.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we are sort of beating ourselves up a bit because we are coming up with some really good songs just as players leave, but we kind of need that motivation. So thoughts on today from your perspective?
Yeah, I mean, couldn't be happier really with the team performance and noise from the crowd and stuff. It all just goes hand in hand. This game is always going to be a tough game. They're a really good side, and they need to win every game if they want to get promoted. So I guess I was nervous this morning walking into the game, and I was thinking about we haven't been showing up in the second half and blah blah blah. But then people dig deep and then we turn it around, and so couldn't really be happier. Today felt like a win, even though it was a draw, but against a decent side, and I think it sends a signal to the league that don't underestimate Clapton, basically. I have no doubt that whoever comes and goes in next season, there will be promotion on the cards. I definitely think there could be another FA Cup run. The sort of calibre of players that are coming into the team, we've already talked about Egne, we've got Taya who's just 16, is coming up through the ranks. I have no doubt that things are just going to go up from here.
Yeah, and on that note, of the departing note, just a big thank you from the whole team, because you've been unreal in this transition, a big transition. Yeah. We've had if you go from the start of the season to the end of the season, wow, like what a difference in energy, togetherness, and just feeling, within the club as well for the women's team. I think we just feel more at home now, and all of those extra hours and things you've done to help that change. Yeah, you'll be missed for sure. But thank you.
Thank you. Great. Thanks both.